Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we're back in iRacing here at Michigan. So you might have heard a little tone difference in my voice, and that's because by like an hour, I missed the cutoff to do the time trial that I said we were going to make it out to do at Michigan. So I'm a little pissed. So we're going to crank it out here in kind of a test session to get ourselves back used to being in the car. I'm very mad. I'm very livid that we missed this, but what are you going to do? Homestead's next. Homestead, 100% doing it because I'm going to do it right after we record this video. So we're sitting in our new seat. Of course, I'm not sitting in a good spot because I didn't set up my microphone properly beforehand. So I'm not like leaning up against the back. I do have my clutch obviously in place, but I'm not as comfy as I like to be. I am going to stop talking because I'm going to stop clicking that really quick because I want you guys to hear the new animation sounds, all the sounds, everything that goes into the K&N car. Listen. I think they sound fantastic. The battery, then the cranking of the engine just adds that little bit of realism, and I'm tickled to death. Here we go out onto the Speedway. IRacing with us with our Ford Fusion. Holy shit, I have this really loud. Hopefully the file isn't that loud when it comes to editing. My goodness. I don't remember having audio this loud in my ear, but once in a while the headphone cable isn't adjusted right, so I assume it must not have been adjusted right the last couple times I've been racing with my dad and in our own little league. Which is another reason why I hope AI does come out soon. That'd be a lot of fun to be able to play with my dad and get some AI in there. Switch it up a little bit. Man, it has been a while since we've been in a K&N car. Hoping to be able to stick it. Let's get ourselves at least 10 laps here at Michigan International Speedway. Thank you guys for sticking around. For anybody who was a fan of iRacing on the channel, I know that time trials aren't always the most fun to be able to watch because there's really no action besides trying to see if I can beat a time, and I know that's more for me entertaining than you, but until AI comes along, I've been seeing a lot more horror stories on the forums and having to call people out for extremely rough racing, people fooling around, dicking around. That's not what iRacing is all about. You want to do that, go over to Forza or something. Not here. Not where people are trying to have fun. That's priority number one. But they take it a little bit more seriously. We do need to remember that it is a game. I've seen some people completely blow up over nothing. You know, if somebody races them a little too hard or rubs them and they spin into the corner. I've seen that before, and somebody blows up and freaks out, and it's like, dude, it's a game. Calm down. But I've also seen people go into turn 3 like we're about to. Go onto that inside, go on a, like, 600 miles an hour and just plow into people. Take them out. Now, yes, that is why we do have the rating system, but a lot of people might want to do street stock. And somebody who's been able to get themselves up past an E license, I think, is the rookie. I think that's the red. We've been at A so long, I can't even remember how far back it goes. That's not a flex at all. It's not that hard to get to an A license. Sensitivity is pretty incredible on this gas pedal right now. Might have to change that down because it's like, as soon as we touch it, right there it sounds like it's at full speed, and I still have about an inch. We'll see. I think I'm finally happy with the car. Look-wise, did not get down low enough, did not slow down enough. Oops. Fucked up that lap. Nothing is beat lap number 1. But I think I finally got it. We adjusted the wheels. You'll see those when we go into our replays. We've got chrome blue wheels on board now. I like them a lot more, so fingers crossed that that's going to continue to look good throughout our seasons. And I know we do not have a shot. I know we don't have a shot whatsoever at getting the championship. But I'm excited to at least be back behind the wheel and get ourselves ready for hopefully maybe a big June update. If not, we will continue the year with time trials. It's interesting. It has been so long since we've been here. I can't even remember what I used to try to talk about as we would go around and around. You know what I mean? Hey, fastest lap, number 4. Trying to just stick. I don't know how much. Excuse me. Woo! I don't know how much firm or like sticky this compound is on the tires here at Michigan. I don't know what they have for setup. So I don't know when the back end's going to start to want to walk away. That's my only worry that I have when I come out of turn 2. Let's stick it down inside. Let's see if we can get like a hot lap here. Push it to the extremes as much as possible. Swing up high a little and back off the gas. Get a little brake in there just to keep ourselves down low. Probably didn't need it, but I just had to check. Keep it up. I'm trying to keep it up near the wall, but this just bounces every once in a while on the backstretch and completely throws you off. Little bit of a brake check there because I'm not as low as I want to be. Could have probably gone on the gas a little bit sooner anyways. Try to help myself out. Just use the top line there. Not as much. Wonder if we could have stuck down low. I bet you we might have actually had a faster lap there. Try kind of the midline here. See if that prevails anything. I do like when the tires get scuffed a little bit more when we're in the modifieds. I'm pretty sure I still like fresh tires when it comes to the K&N series. Or should I say, we aren't in the K&N car, but this technically is going to be our Arizona Pro Racing Series. Why? Because it's fun. Because it can be. And I like Arizona T. Preferably Arnold Palmer. And so doesn't seem the rest of the world because Walmart never stocks it. So I've got to find it other places. Walmart sells those 99-cent cans for 64 cents. You can't go wrong with that deal. But every time I go, because the deal's so good, they don't have any. Which just pisses me off. It's interesting. I did get invited to 2 leagues. I was looking at the possibility of joining them. The big problem that I have there with leagues is with my job, I can't guarantee when I'm going to be home at night. Changes from week to week. But on top of that, one of the leagues that I was looking at wants to meet Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Now, I love iRacing. This would have been for the modified series. Okay, modifieds go off of hometown racing, hometown tracks, which usually meet either Friday or Saturday night. Sometimes Thursday, sometimes in the middle of the week, depending if you get one of those weird ones. The point is, Saturday at 9, there's hometown racing. I'm going to go and watch that at Monadnock Speedway, which is our home track, than do it on a computer. I'd rather go live it. Be there in the moment, not just staring at a computer screen. So that's just something that I think people should kind of think about is, you know, it's all fine and dandy that you might want to do it on Saturday night, but if you got a track around you, go support the sport that actually made this video game possible. This simulation, sorry. I don't think that top line's even going to have enough grip. Let's try now. Do a couple more. Let's see if we can get that top line to stick. Just to see. Keep it tight. Okay, more towards the middle groove, but that's okay. Throw it out up high. Try to stay right up against the wall. Shaking. Good in my hands. Use it. Nah, too much off from that point. I can just tell I don't have as much push as before. Let's drop it down. No, but not bad for lap number 12. Well, lap number 11, I should say. We'll try one all the way down this time as much as we can. Same rules are going to apply, by the way, when we start getting ourselves back into a more regular schedule. We will go. The goal is obviously to set our best time as possible. We will have 1 hour to do so. We are going to be allowing ourselves 1 pit stop with 1 tire change unless damaged. If we receive damage, we are allowing ourselves 1 complete reset, and that will not count as our full time. We are under the inclination that to the track using our hauler, which is a whole nother video you can check out. Should have come out yesterday for American Truck Sim NASCAR style. We're assuming that we have 2 cars in that truck. We crashed once like we did at Atlanta last season, if anybody wants to go back and kind of look at those archives. That was one hell of a wreck coming off of turn 2. If anybody wants to check that out, it was a pretty bad crash. And we ended up getting ourselves upside down and totaled the car. We crashed a lot there. I still went underneath the impression that we had, got a little loose there in turn 4. 2 cars. So we completely crashed one. We brought a second one out. We were just barely able to. Why did I get down so low? I tried to keep it off the wall. Fun. You don't tell me it's toast. Seeing as my steering wheel is now at that fun angle. I don't know what's broken on this, but it's pretty bad. Got 2 down into the dirt and just got loose. But, so a case like this, depending on how bad the... Oh, something let go. Something let go. Case like this, depending on how bad the damage is, which apparently is super, super bad, we would have to bring it to the garage, and this car would be done. We'd have to bring up a backup car. If we wreck both those cars, we are not allowed to put a time in, which is really going to suck when we are going for points. Now, we have done really good. We have won championships. Even with you guys here, we have won championships. The only videos I'm going to be showing for time trials this season are going to be with the Arizona Pro Racing Series. The SK Modifieds and the regular Modifieds I'll be running on my own, but not film-wise, just because we have so much other good content that's coming onto the channel. I don't want to wash it down with something as small as time trials. I forgot the speed limit's pretty high here. I could have gone in there. Let's get ourselves to the garage here. Then we can see how bad it was before we end this video. Tunk. I like it when they're animated at least a little bit. Let's check out what went wrong. So yeah, we lose it right here, and at this point I'm just trying to get the car to go straight. I know here we're not going to be able to. Let's lock up the brakes, see if we can drag our back end back around. Great flying of dirt there, and of course it comes in contact with that concrete wall. It throws the right axle outside of the car and concaves the left side one. We should definitely gotten a tow back, but our spotter didn't tell us, so... Well, they did, but I didn't want to listen. Check out those rims. I actually really, really like those. They look good in the sunlight. And, of course, our IK9 sponsor on the car. Not how we want to see it, but luckily this was just a test session car. That's a good spot right there. Great shot right there to end that. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Sorry it wasn't an actual time trial, but you actually got at least a little bit of iRacing action. Next week, you will see us at Homestead with actual time trial action. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoy what you saw, we do live stream on Twitch, and we are on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Let us know down in the comments what you think. I always love to be able to hear from you guys. I always love to hear what you might want to see here in this series or what you might want to see on the channel. Big shout out to IK9, by the way, for being on board for this season. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to show support, a subscribe is always appreciated. Just lets us know that we're doing something right, and it's really nice to know that we have an audience to make this kind of content for. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.